Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I am Braden. This is Langley Outdoors Academy, and thank you for stopping by. Alright guys, if you can't tell, we are back in the Command Center, and I have a video for you today worthy of the return to the Command Center. We're going to talk about the bill that was introduced by Marjorie Taylor Greene, which will abolish the ATF if passed. I know, crazy town. Not in a bad way. This came out about 2 days ago, and I didn't do a video immediately because I really wanted to let it sit, and I wanted just to kind of observe it and study it a little bit more because I felt there were some deeper themes here. And upon reflection and studying it a lot, there are. And we're going to talk about all of them in this video because this is a lot of information, but it's really, really crucial. There's some bigger, broader themes with the Second Amendment and what we're trying to do together that are really, really impactful. So we're going to talk about that. I'm going to do this as fast as I can in the most concise manner possible. Now, before I get into it, all the links are always in the description box below so you guys can follow along, but also this video is made to be shared. So get this information out there, whether you put it on Parler, Facebook, your YouTubes, whatever, put it out there because this is information that's important because there's deeper trends here that haven't been talked about a lot. The last thing I want to say is some of you are telling me that you're not getting notifications from YouTube, which doesn't really surprise me. I'm going to be honest, you can do two things. When you're subscribed, you can hit the notification bell, but other than that, there's a newsletter link in the description box below. It's completely free, and I will send you the notification whenever the bill goes out, the video goes out directly to your email, so we can just bypass their whole system and just take that out of the equation, if you know what I'm saying. But that's right down there. It's completely free. I'd love to have you on there because we're the tip of the spear and we're doing amazing things together, and the future's off the charts. It's going to be incredible. But now, let's dive into this bill, okay? HR 3960, if you want to look it up, just Google HR 3960 ATF. There's a few things. I'm going to walk you through each one of the points the bill does, but I have some concerns and some deeper trends that we're going to talk about right now, and then I'll go into those points. So the first thing is, I don't like the ATF. Most gun owners don't like the ATF. If you've been a gun owner for a while, you don't like the ATF. And the reason that they're not liked is simply because they enforce things as they see fit. They do whatever they want, and some would call them a rogue agency. The reason I personally don't like them, I don't like them because they look at existing laws that are written by Congress, the body who's supposed to write the laws, redefine terms and then make those the new laws. So they're a bureaucracy that redefines existing law to suit their needs. Fairly, the Democrats use the ATF a lot to bully gun owners. They do. That's just history. It's just history. Now, that's why I don't like them. So abolishing them does sound attractive. I'm going to be honest. It's like, oh, that sounds like a lot of heat off my neck. Cool. However, the one word of warning that I want to throw out there, and this is important, the devil that you know is definitely better than the devil that you don't. And what I mean by that is, quite simply, the responsibilities for the ATF in these proposals aren't going anywhere. They're just being transferred to another body, another bureaucracy, the FBI. Now, one of the things that the ATF struggles with, and I've even done a video on this where the ATF complains constantly, they don't have the labor, they don't have the staffing, they don't have the funds that are needed because the power of the purse in Congress prevents the ATF from getting money. Flat out. That's why they struggle, that's why they hurt, and they complain a lot, is because of the fact that they don't have the funding. If you put their responsibilities from the ATF into the FBI, you now have the exact same responsibilities in a better funded, a better staffed, and a more localized presence across the United States. So you're literally going out of the frying pan into the fire, and you're not going to be able to control the purse strings on the FBI the same way you could on a small ATF. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, it's important to note that because if that occurs, it's not guaranteed that the situation will get better. That's my one warning, okay? Now, there's one more piece here which is actually good news for the Second Amendment advocates and honestly for the right in general. The left uses this principle called the Overton Window. They use it all the time. I've linked it in the description box below so you can check it out if you want to go further. Basically, the idea is if you've got a scale like this and the left wants to get right here, here's the middle, here's there, they will introduce something crazy like packing the courts or gun confiscation or amnesty, and then they'll back off and say, no, just the dreamers. And they'll land right where they want to. That's what they do consistently. You can look at history in the past 15 years. That is their move. They request here to get to their end destination right here. This looks kind of like that. So with the right never really doing this, and now they're introducing legislation to abolish an entire bureaucracy, which has very little chance of going out of the House, Pelosi's not going to call on it. It's not going to get voted. From there, it's got to go into the Senate. Schumer's got to call on it. Then it's got to overcome the filibuster. This bill is going to die, just like the one that was introduced in 2017, which did the same thing. However, now that opens us up to say, well, we didn't abolish the ATF, but we did get national reciprocity. You see what I'm saying? And that's one of the things that I really like about this, is because now it's pushing back on the left's moves. So, those are my thoughts. Let me know what you think in the comments field below, because I know there was a lot there. But let's dive into what the actual bill will do, okay? So Green's office told the Daily Caller the legislation would make the following changes. Repeals all the ATF regulations and guidance after August 1st, 2020 to the date of enactment. Rescinds hiring authority for the Bureau and abolishes the Bureau 6 months after the date of enactment. Alcohol, tobacco, and other regulatory functions are transferred back to the FBI. That's what I was talking about, the FBI. Requires that the Bureau publish an itemized list on their website of all confiscated firearms and ammunition possessed by the Bureau, which must be sold to federal firearms licensed dealers via public auction before the Bureau closes. Proceeds from the auction are placed into a fund for the families of Border Patrol officers killed in the line of duty as a result of Operation Fast and Furious, providing grants up to $150,000 per family affected. And finally, any remaining funds not used by 2032 will be redirected to a program awarding states grant funds to establish firearm safety programs. Now, all those things are well and good. Like I said, the odds of this going out of even house are almost zero. I can't say zero, but almost zero. This is a good starting point. Like I said, the big caution that I have, if I had to throw any red flags, is watch what happens if it goes to the FBI. That's all I'm saying, because the devil you know is better than the devil you don't. Now, other than that, we're asking for extremes. We land on progress. I'm totally down with that. Some Overton window action. But let me know what you guys think in the comments field below. Did I nail this? Did I hit this properly? Did I not do a good job? I was trying to do this really concise manner, easy for you guys to share. But let me know in the comments field below. And until tomorrow, I'm Braden. See you later.